Okay, so now if I look at this, I know some of my shortcuts are here already. So my shortcuts are telling me that's investing, that's financing, that's operations. Now, I'm looking here, I've ticked off my sales, I've ticked off my cost of sales, and I've ticked off my operating. My depreciation expense, depreciation's a non-cash item. So that's going to be excluded from my cash flow statement, so I don't need to include that. We know this is operating, but then I've got this loss on the sale of machinery of $11,250. Now when I see the word loss, or profit, or gain, I recognise those as non-cash as well. So I can tick that one off, and I can tick that one off as being taken or accounted for. So now the last thing for me to do is prepare my cash flow statement. So if I'm going to prepare a cash flow statement, let's go. So I've got my cash flow statement. For Freshest Farmers. As at for year ended. What are we, 31st of March? Right, 2016. Now my first is my operating activities. And the first one in my operating activities is always cash collected. From customers. And my cash collected from my customers was $426,300. So I'm going to pop that in. $426,300. My payments to suppliers is my next item. Now my payments to my suppliers was $150,615. Oh, and I called it cash collected. It should have been cash paid. So $150,615. I'm going to bracket that to indicate it's a cash outflow. The next one is my operating expenses. My operating expenses came in at $22,665. So I've got $22,665. Then we had my income tax at $10,500. What did I say? $10,500. And that is also an outflow, so I'm going to bracket that figure, and I'm just going to tick that one off. My interest expense is $3,345. And once again, that's a cash payment, so I'm going to deduct that as well. Now, can someone do me a favour and add up my cash payments? What do we get? $187,125, and that's obviously a cash outflow. What's the difference between my cash inflow here and my cash outflow to give me my net cash flow? $175. Okay. So that's my cash flow from my operating activities. Now that's where the question asks you to get to. I'm just going to finish the cash flow statement to show you how it doesn't take too much longer after operating activities. So my investing activities. So my investing activities, we already identified them as two items here. I've got an increase of 127,000 and a decrease of 82,000. I could actually work that out from here. So my prepaid expenses I've ticked off. Let's have a look. New machinery, purchase of new machinery. And that's a cash outflow of 127,500. So I can tick off my machinery. I can tick off the accumulated depreciation in relation to machinery. It looks like I've got an investment here. I've purchased some sort of investment. I've gone from 141 up to 162. So I can say my purchase of investments is another item that I need to look at. And then what did we say it was? 21,000. And obviously if I'm purchasing something, it's a cash outflow. So I can tick that one off. My old machinery is for 2,000. So proceeds of sale is 2,250, and that's a cash inflow. Alright, could someone give me a total on that? What's that? 148,500, 148,250, 146,250. And that's a cash outflow as well. And then my financing activities. Now let me just tick off investments. Now that takes care of all of my assets. I've done those as well. I'm down here at my debentures payable. So we had some information around debentures payable. It's paid off at face value. So I've repaid 22,500. That's a cash outflow. So my debenture payable, that's ticked off, that's ticked off. My share capital has gone from 277,500 up to 330,000. So it looks like we've got, what's that, 52,500 of share issue. Share issue is, what did I say, 52,500. And I can tick off that one and that one. And my retained earnings, I could calculate my retained earnings, my opening balance, plus my profits, minus my cash dividend, will come back to this number here. So my cash dividend paid, will be, what is it, 33525. And that actually comes back to that. What have we got? 22 and 52, it's leaves 30. So it's 3,525, and that's a cash outflow. Could someone give me my net cash flow, which is my operating activities minus my financing activities minus my the other way around, financing and investing activities. Can someone give me a total on that? So I've got 89,400. I'm assuming that's a cash inflow, so I'm not going to bracket that figure. Okay. My opening cash position. My opening cash position's up here in the corner, which is from my cash account, 57,600. If I add these two together, I get, what's that? That's 0, 0, 0, 7, 9 and 4 is 47, 147,000. So that should be my closing balance. So my closing balance there, so that 147,000 agrees with my 147,000 up here. So I know now that I have completed my cash flow statement.